morning. It's March 9th and at like 9:30 a.m. and I haven't vlogged for a while because I've been staying from my parents' house, and for some reason I'm like more nervous to vlog here, but I do like miss it, so I hope just that they can't hear me because I feel like they would think I'm a weirdo. But if you don't know me, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia. I'm a second year PhD student at Queen's University studying math, specifically representations of Lie algebras. And yeah, on this channel I like to do vlogs and then also some other things I find fun, like art challenges and maybe some opinions about grad student life. And happy belated International Women's Day, everybody. My family's Eastern European and like they've always been celebrating it, but when I was growing up, like no one really knew about it in North America, and now finally it's getting traction. So that's kind of nice. Anyways, I had a tutorial at 8 a.m. which maybe sounds early, but actually this used to be at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. I asked the professor if I could switch it to 8 a.m. because 8 p.m. is just like horrible for me, really like messes my schedule up, and he said okay, and it's been like way better. Like it's so nice to do this right away and then I can do other stuff instead of like waiting up, you know, when you know you have something to do later, but so you can't fully relax and then your whole day is like kind of tense. So yeah, and I had to be either early morning or late evening just to accommodate people who maybe aren't in the country now because of the pandemic. But now I have more TA work to do. It's time for grading. I've been like really into Studio Ghibli soundtracks lately, so I think I'm gonna listen to the Ponyo one while I do that to kind of help me go through it. If you guys don't know, grading can be like so miserable, and I was surprisingly okay with it for most of the semester, but I think I just like hit my limit, and like now I'm really struggling to do it. And in general, I hope everyone's doing okay. I know I don't want to be like a downer on this channel, but I also want this to be like my video diary, I guess, for later, so I don't want to lie about what's happening. But I've been trying to like deal with all the stay at home, work at home stuff as much as I can, but I think it's finally like I'm getting like quite fed up with it, and Canada's being like hella slow to vaccinate people, so university hasn't promised anything. Like the most they'll say is we'll probably be back in January, so it's a really long time. And it's really hard to work on stuff without other grad students. I don't know how it's like in other areas, but in math, collaboration really is quite important. But anyway, that's my rant, and time to grade. Hey, so I just finished my 1 hour of grading, and like I used that Study Bunny app, and I'm really glad I did because like so many times during that hour I just wanted to quit and do something, but then I told myself no, just do it until the timer runs out, and it helped me stick to that. So now I still have like 73 left. It's like a huge class. There's like 130 students taking like second year rings and fields, so I have to grade that. And if you know, you know, like reading that many proofs every week, and not even for one question, I usually grade like two to four questions per week. It's really exhausting. So now I'm gonna just chill for a bit and try to do the rest. I want to do all the grading first today before I do my other stuff because it was actually due yesterday and I'm a little bit late. Hey guys, it's later in the day and basically all I did was grade so far, and I have like only 14 left for this assignment, and then I'll be free to do my actual research. And this afternoon I was on Zoom with like 3 of my friends, and we were all pretty much grading or doing some sort of TA work, so it was kind of nicer to do it that way because you can chat and stuff, which is how we used to do it back in the old days of when we were allowed to go to school. And then it's like 4 p.m. Today's a pretty exciting day, so I'm going to be watching Fruits Basket with my 2 roommates from before, like through a screen share, and after that, once a month, my local like art community does this like Zoom call where people just join and make art together and chat. So that's after that at 7. So I'm pretty excited for that. I think during it, I'm just gonna work on more character designs because so far I only have the main character. So I mentioned I've been listening to these soundtracks lately, so I actually bought the book, like the sheet music. It's very cool. I'm learning Kiki's Delivery Service right now on piano, and then Merry-Go-Round of Life on violin. This is what the Kiki looks like. Ready for fruits basket. I got my snack. I'm working on a webcomic actually. So right now it's just a character design phase. But I'm going to do that while I take my break from schoolwork. This is the main character, Katya. That was like a very Good morning. It's Wednesday, my dudes. And it's like 10:45 and I'm just getting started, but like I'm just so exhausted I can't really do my normal schedule. Anyway, today's kind of started out nice. Like I went to Starbucks. When I got up to pay, the person working there said that the car in front of me paid. But at first I was really confused until I like realized what she meant. So that was like super nice. And I got this toffee nut latte, which I never tried before, and somehow it has like a really nostalgic smell. I don't know how to describe it, but it reminds me of like being in high school. I don't know. So as you can see, my schedule, like basically all I did was TA things Monday, and yesterday I just graded again, and then I did my fun stuff. So it's good to catch up with my friends and watch Fruit Basket, and where I worked on my antagonist in the Tattoo State art thing. So today I would usually watch like my algebraic geometry lecture, but I think I can't do it. So basically the whole day I should research until grad seminar, which is at 4:30, and then I want to do Zumba at 6 just for like exercise. And I think while I'm working on my research thing, I want to put on Canada Reads in the background, because they usually pick good books. I read one last year from the list and I really liked it. It was called Small Game Hunting at the Local Coward Gun Club. Also, speaking of books, I'm reading Vanity Fair right now, and it's set in like 19th century Britain. And I think it's like hilarious. Like most of the characters, like all they're concerned about is like being like friendly to their relatives in like kind of a fake way just to get their inheritance. That's been like my main takeaway from the book. Masha! Sometimes if I bring her bed with her, she'll stay and hang out with me, because usually she just instantly runs away. Oh yeah, she's gone. But I think it's funny she cleaned this bowl as for bed. Where are you going? I'm just using my brother's room as my office right now. What are you doing? Hey guys, so it is later and I actually managed to check off what I needed to do so far, except for Zumba. So I didn't get to do Zumba because I thought it was today, but it's not. So I'll just do some sort of other exercise and do my stretching routine. And then I don't want to keep doing my research because sometimes I get like obsessed with the calculations, but I really need to talk to my advisors first and get their advice. Otherwise I think I'm just going to be wasting my time because I'm really confused about like a specific thing. So instead later I think I'm going to try to fit in my violin practice and maybe plan my Friday tutorial so I don't have to do that tomorrow. Hello. So now I'm going to stretch and work out. Honestly, stretching is one of my favorite parts of the day. Also, if you're wondering why there's an IKEA bag behind me, this is like my cat's makeshift bed, one of many. So yeah, we'll see how far I can get with the splits today. This is my favorite video for stretching the splits. Good morning. So it's Thursday and I just finished my meeting with my advisors where I sent them a thing I was working on that I was like kind of quite confused about, but they really cleared things up for me. Like basically I was on the right track and I just like there's one thing I was missing, so they gave me some advice on that, and then I'm going to spend the rest of my day working on these computations, and then we'll meet again tomorrow to talk about it. But once I understand this, I can actually work on making a nice proof of what I did instead of just a bunch of calculations. And which, if you're an undergrad doing math, please don't just write a bunch of calculations for your proof. I had to grade a lot of these. Math is really about communication, and you have to do calculations for yourself to see what's happening, but when you're communicating your proof, you really have to use like sentence structure. Like what I'm working on is like these little diagram things. So I was like, I don't know what they look like. Please help me. And these are just like our guesses of what they look like. So now I have to actually go and confirm. That's what it is. So the rest of the day, I think I will just only work on these calculations. And then tomorrow, I just have like Zoom from 10:30 to 3:30, and again I meet at 5, so just meetings all day. So I think I will end the vlog here. I just want to say thank you everyone who watches, who subscribed. Having this extra YouTube project makes life during the pandemic much more bearable somehow. Yeah, so if you like these vlogs, please consider subscribing. It really means a lot to me, and I try to make at least one math vlog a month. More often like 2. And I know I do other random videos, maybe it doesn't interest math people, but I enjoy doing them, so I don't want to stop. Anyway, see you next time.